Okay, so it's going to be same map name, same everything, same password.
All right.
All of our resources are in this just giant mega blob, which is... I don't know why this game keeps doing that to us, but it is what it is. Okay, so is this Tiberium? Yes! Okay, so we have access to green Tiberium. Ooh, and it's yield 100%. That's nice.
I'll be 5 minutes. My game has
That's
to
fine.
relaunch.
I will do the really slow, boring thing of cleanup. And then
Yeah,
when you get in here, you can join the process.
You get rid of all the trees before you can steal
Exactly.
all my construction drones.
So do you listen to music while you're playing this, or nah?
No, I don't. I'm not really a big music kind of guy, to be honest.
Huh.
I don't do music. I've never really done music. It's a weird little thing, but I'm not.
I've got very mild tinnitus, so I have to always have a little bit of music going. Like, it doesn't have to be loud or anything major, but it's just like pure silence gets real unnerving real fast.
Yeah. Do you when you sleep, do you use white noise or?
Yeah.
Or
So
what?
we just have our house's HVAC system just running HVAC.
Yeah.
We have central air,
Yeah,
so we
yeah.
just leave that running all day and night. Especially because our neighbors are awful. Imagine if you lived in like sardine cans houses, and every neighbor around you had a chihuahua that would bark its head off day and night.
Everyone has. It's got to be a Chihuahua. It can't be any other type of dog. Has to be a Chihuahua.
Our neighbors have 3. We haven't
3
seen the other
chihuahuas?
dogs. Yeah, and they're awful. Like, we can't go into our backyard without them snarling at us. And it's like...
They are very
Yeah.
territorial dogs. I've
Yeah.
heard.
And so, like, our backyard sucks to begin with. It's like 10 feet by 20 feet and paved. So there's not really a whole lot of, like, anything back there.
Yeah.
Plus our neighbors smoke, so I'm not, like, super interested in being out there anyway.
Ugh.
But yeah, the proximity and the noise is just... It got maddening. Especially because we were super sick. We came back from PAX East last year. And we were sick for a week. Because, of course, you know, somebody went to that convention super sick and didn't clean themselves properly, or who knows what. And so we were just lying there with fevers, just listening to every dog in the neighborhood barking at each other constantly. And it's just like, this is the worst. So now we just leave the air on always, and it's not actually as big of a problem.
That's I was gonna ask this. Do you? I have 2 questions actually. One of which is completely unrelated. I'll start with the unrelated question. In fact, no. I'll start with a related question. Are you like a hot guy or a cold guy?
Cold.
By that I mean you prefer cold situations.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just like a litany of small inconvenience. I'm not going to call them medical conditions, but like small amounts of tinnitus. I break out into rashes whenever I'm super sweaty. So I have to be cold all the time.
Mandatory. It's mandatory to be cool. All
Yep.
right.
It's also just easier to deal with being cold. Because like, if you're cold, you just grab some slippers or get a hot drink. Get some tea. Easy peasy.
Yeah.
When
You
you're
can
hot,
certainly
it's just
put-
like point fan at feet and hope for the best.
Yeah. I pick up what you're putting down. You can only take off so many clothes, but you can put on a functionally limitless number of clothes.
Correct.
We go here. All right.
What about you? Hot or cold?
I find it difficult to be hot. Frankly. So look, partly it's a climate thing. Partly it's a me thing, I think. But
Is Scotland particularly like cold?
no, it's particularly overcast. The weather is just atrocious. Like,
right,
it's just miserable. Like, if you like the word miserable, you know, has not been applied to weather as accurately as it is applied in the British Isles. The weather is just always overcast, always damp, and always just below comfortable temperature.
That is actually why I moved to where I currently live. Because I was like, I kind of want cloudy. I'm much more focused if it's not like, if the sun isn't beating down on me or so on and so forth. So it's easier for me to just kind of sit down and start working. Hey, welcome. We still got some trees left, but
I got the ones at the others. I got the ones at the other side. Don't worry about it.
All right, we do have these. I guess I'll just start grabbing this. So I think we want to prioritize getting mining depots immediately.
Yep, 100%.
Instead of putting a bunch of time and effort into getting burner mining drills.
I agree.
And we've got a long time.
Hey, there we go. Look at that. What? That was, yeah, I found it on the ship. It's literally there.
Oh.
Literally a freebie.
Hell yeah.
Okay. And so, I tell you what. We can... Oh my goodness. It turns the color that you are. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, all vehicles do.
That's
right,
I didn't know that. That's so weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. Why am I purple? Oh well. I'm not gonna question this.
There we go.
Oh wow, that's actually a tremendous amount of iron just coming out of that thing.
It's a lot of good stuff, isn't it? To be honest, let me see if I can. I think that we can place it down where it can perhaps extract three shoots at the same time. Well,
sure.
3. I was just thinking like. Oh yeah. Can you perhaps try and make it horizontal, like perfectly horizontal? Then I can like link up some chutes to it. Maybe that'll. Yeah. Hold up. 1, 2, 3.
It's not actually gathering resources.
Is it not?
No. I was hoping it would.
Maybe only one type then.
Yeah. Yeah, so it can only get one at a time. Oh, we're almost there. I'm already liking this start a lot more.
I'm more optimistic, I will say that.
The one thing that we are going to have to fear, and on the plus side, I think
each other.
Okay. That's later.
Okay.
Now, at what point will the Wholesome Verse make us play a game that does not involve us betraying the hell out of each other?
I know. By the way, real quick, we also got a burner lab, which I know that's an inappropriate location for it, and some science packs, but I'm gonna get us some basic logistics, and then...
That'll help. Alright. Let's see. I'm gonna do this here. So the one thing is, we actually have water fills unlocked from the start. I turned that on.
Nice.
Yeah. So, what we might want to do is we have a Tiberium field just south of us. We're going to want to let that grow up to a certain point, and then we're probably going to want to lock it off so it doesn't grow too far, because otherwise we're going to have problems. Because that'll just keep growing infinitely, and because you can't deplete them anymore, much of the map is just going to be Tiberium by the time we're done.
For realsies? Oh my goodness. Okay. All right.
It doesn't grow too fast, but... we've got a tiny little field right next to our base, which is great, because we can use that to get a lot of resources.
Yeah. No, dude, the biomes are just whack. Look at how many there are around. There's a desert,
there's
the forest,
there's like a
Mars.
weird purple one to the... Yeah.
Yeah, it's super weird. I tell you what, there is a slight downside to not facing enemies like straight off the get-go, and that is juice. Yeah, we ain't got no juice.
We don't need that much juice, though. Like,
speak for yourself.
As soon as we get... Yeah, well, I mean, worst comes to worst, I go find an alien base, surround it in gun turrets, and just shoot it a bunch.
I agree. I actually, you know, I was being... I agree with you. I 100% agree with you.
Let's see what we want to do.
Okay.
Get some more just this increase.
Go, and then that there, that there, that there. Yeah, I'm just gonna try and get us like a base amount of iron production. Because at the moment it is appalling how little we have.
It is glacial.
It is awful, actually. It's dreadful. There we go. Look at that. Okay, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna clean up a little bit of this spaceship mess.
Yeah, you can get a couple of plates. Leave the main spaceship itself.
Yeah. It's a good storage, actually. 16 by 16. I believe.
I actually didn't know that.
There you go. Excuse me, I see some of my construction droids going out on a little adventure.
You know what?
I do not approve.
They're just getting you some basic iron. No biggie.
They're living their best life.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's
Uncle
better than
Walter.
the last iteration, where everything
We don't-
sucked and we were dying.
We don't talk about that. That was. All right.
Oh,
There we go. Okay.
perfect.
Uh-oh. I don't like that chuckle. That
I mean, it's fine.
it's fine. Okay.
So, you want to know something kind of cursed?
Okay, hit me.
If you mark a fish for deconstruction, it locks in place permanently and will never move.
I thought you were going to say it turns into Jonas Fatson or something like that. I was
No. But, like, we've just doomed a bunch of fish to just sit in this pond forever, unmoving.
you big fish guy yourself?
No, actually, I'm super not big on fish.
Yeah?
Yeah, I just... I either can't taste it, or it's too strong for me.
I will say it's a very acquired taste, and I don't have it either, so I feel you on that one.
Like, I can do salmon. Salmon's about where I kind of cap out. And then after that, it's
Yeah.
like, wow.
I like the basic the basic fish, you know? The simple ones.
Define basic and simple.
Well, you know, mackerel, salmon,
Yeah.
fish and chips, you know, haddock, cod,
I can see
stuff
that.
like that. You know, the accessible stuff.
I think the other problem is my exposure to fish for most of my life was like the occasional trip to... I assume Red Lobster does not have a foothold in the UK, but...
You'd assume correctly.
Yeah. So Red Lobster is like just absolute trash tier giant megacorp chain restaurant.
Oh, okay.
Like the food just isn't great.
Don't some people like swear by lobster though?
Lobster maybe, but Red Lobster
Okay, not
the chain?
Not Red
no.
Lobster.
I-
Sorry, Red Lobster is actually a chain. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad. I thought it was
so-
a type of fish that they sold
No.
at chains. My bad.
No, so Red Lobster is one of those like trying to think of, are there any like large corporations? It's kind of like a little bit above McDonald's, but for the most part, how would I describe it? The food might have been good once, but nowadays it's just kind of bland, uninteresting, or almost just kind of insultingly bad. Yet for some reason, a lot of old people go there to eat relentlessly just because that's the way they always did.
That's a great question. That's a great question, actually. I don't know. I'm trying to think of the British equivalent of what you're trying to say. But I mean, even if I was to come up with the British equivalent, chances are you wouldn't know what I was talking about anyway. And chances are I probably wouldn't even know what I was talking about. So let's roll with your analogy for now. So you got the Red Lobster. Hit me with the rest of the story.
Well, effectively, just all their food is kind of... It's like, it's acceptable for a meal, and like you'll go there with your grandparents to appease them, but you're not really going to enjoy it in the same way that like going to a decent, like well-reviewed and high-quality restaurant will get you.
Yeah.
And so my experience with fish, for the most part, is go to Red Lobster, regret it afterwards. Hell, regret it while you're there.
I'm with you. Oh, jeez. Okay. No, I'm picking up what you're putting down. That makes sense. Okay. So we've maxed out, as far as I can see, I've maxed out the amount of iron that this thing can produce. It's pretty much at 100% right now.
Okay.
But yes, that's not too bad. I've got you a drone port. I say I've got you a drone port. I've got a drone port, which I'm going to use to mine copper up here.
We should probably get coal first.
Okay, I can move it. You're the boss. I'll move it to coal. Let's go.
Yeah, we have one coal mining thing funding all of this coal?
Yeah. Okay. There we go. I got some coal. I gotta get some drones. Yeah.
Yep. There we go. There's a couple.
Okay, that is good. Man, these mining depots, they're cool. I like them, actually.
Yeah.
They're good.
I like putting down the basic electric mining drills and like getting that set up, but after X number of iterations of Factorio run, I'm pretty cool with just pointing a giant depot at them and just being like, go.
See, the thing is, basically anything burner, in my mind, I know it's expendable. I know it's going to get replaced. Therefore, I don't care if there is anything else that sort of comes in instead of any burner bits and bobs. I'm quite happy to dispense with that. Okay. Go, and then there. Dude, I'm using these chutes so regularly. They're so good, aren't they? I'm in love with these chutes. They're game-changing.
We have 3 different types of chutes now. I mean, we don't currently, but we will.
We will.
Yeah.
So many chutes.
My solo run is just Shoot City.
Shoot City.
I honestly use them, I think, more than inserter arms to some degree. It's just like, hey, just convenient little spot for a shoot. Just put like a chest in the middle of like a major resource line and just be like, just collect all of this stuff.
Excuse me?
Okay.
No.
What's up?
I didn't realize, but you can you can turn wood into coal or into charcoal.
By throwing it into a furnace?
Yeah, I did not realize that. That completely passed me by. Oh, yeah, well, there you go. The more you know, eh?
Yeah.
What can you do with fish? You can throw them? It says you can throw them
into Orbital's inventory.
I think I'm throwing them.
Are you?
I don't know. Maybe I'm giving them to you. I don't know.
I'm not seeing them.
Well, I'm clicking on you with the fish. They're definitely going down.
Huh. Oh, you're eating them.
Oh, I'm eating them. What the heck does eating them do?
They're a healing item, I think.
Oh. Well, there you go. I think I gave them to you. I think I gave them to you.
Wait, no, you are throwing them.
I was throwing them?
It's saying that. I'm not seeing an animation, but yeah, we were just... okay. That's
all right.
Weird.
There you go. It's a fish fight. Yeah, very one-sided fish fight. And it wasn't a fight. on any level, but there you go.
Let's see. Do you got the? Yeah, I was gonna say.
Is that what you were looking for?
Yeah.
Same wavelength. I'll craft some bottles of juice.
Okay. And I'll work on automating copper production.
Okay, I'm gonna get an iron drone port as well because I'm pretty sure. I mean, look, this thing's nice. It's a nice little boost at the start, but we're already at max capacity on it, and it's not providing that much iron at all, actually.
Whereas my my mining depot has a lot of iron in it. I'm not even using enough.
What? Oh, you've already got a mine. What am I talking about? Yeah, you've got a mining depot.
Yeah, we need one for copper.
Yeah, copper and stone as well. Cool. All right, we're just beasting through basic logistics 2, which is going to give us underground belts, splitters. Okay, nice. Some good bits and bobs. I'd tell you what, straight away, I reckon we should try and at least make some walls, because I am.
Yeah. Or, if you want to be silly, skip walls, build a moat.
Oh, yeah, I completely forgot. You're so right. Okay, we need water for a moat, right? So that means that we're going to need a pump, presumably.
Yep, pump and an assembly machine, and that's all we need.
Pump and an assembly machine. Okay, let's go for that. Let me see. Pump in research. Oh, yeah, we can get it. We can get it. Steel processing. 5 science packs. That's it, I think. Job's a good one. All right, we'll do that next.
Should be nice and quick. I'll go out and just kind of seize. Well, actually, I don't know. Maybe we'll do kind of the beginning area. We could also make a jetpack, so the moat will not be a problem for us.
Ah.
That'll be after we get oil, but and then once we have sufficient water fills, I'll just go out and kind of mark off some land for us.
When you say seize, do you mean seize the means of production?
Well,
literally,
I mean, we already have the means of production.
That's true. I'm going to expand your iron depot, by the way.
Yep, go for it.
There we go. And then we'll do steel processing for the good stuff. Wonderful. Alrighty.
Let's see. Almost got the copper done.
I like how the shoots.
Oh,
no, hit me. Go for it. I was just gonna say I like how just the worst, isn't it? I hate when that happens. It's just an awful conversation. It's faux pas, you know.
I was actually gonna mildly comment on it. This is one of those games that we're a little self-focused, so we both get into the mumble state working on our own projects, and we get kind of zoned out and we're not talking to each other. I also have this problem whenever I'm starting to work with somebody that I haven't worked with solo, that it takes a little bit to get the wavelengths right.
Assigned, like, yeah, I'm with you.
Proper solo commentary or multiplayer commentary for that. Let's see. Okay, so we got some copper rolling in. I will fix these up later. Anyway, you were gonna say a thing?
I was just gonna say that I like how the chutes automatically turn around so that they receive resources. Like, that's a real nice little quirk.
Only these chutes have that capability, I think, unfortunately.
Okay. Smart chutes.
Okay. I've just absorbed everything for the mining vehicle, and I'm gonna go park it on stone.
Good shout. Good shout.
Because yeah, I don't think we need it on iron anymore.
No, I think we're done with iron.
Actually, question. I'm gonna go park it on Tiberium.
I would strongly advise picking it up if that's the case, because you run quicker than it moves, I think.
Look, I haven't driven in a vehicle in like 2 years.
Oh no! Ah, it
actually
damaged
it
me.
damaged this. It actually hurt you pretty bad.
It did. That was like a quarter of my HP. Hold on. Let me see if I can repair you on the go. Build some repair packs.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
there you go.
You're already repaired.
I think your robot popped out for like a second to repair it.
Ah, okay. Tiberium. Green Tiberium. The fact that there is green Tiberium makes me think that there are more types of Tiberium. Oh. Oh, dude, you take damage when you run on Tiberium.
Yeah.
It's so realistic.
Ow, 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 ooh, ooh. Oh, right. Tiberium in my inventory is no good.
Oh, you're not allowed to have Tiberium in your inventory.
Yeah, do not hold that stuff.
Dude, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah, it's great. So we might want to actually beeline for Tiberium processing somewhat soon. So do we have the... No, we don't have the pumps yet.
No. Oh, the research is done. I'll craft some more packs.
Oh. You know what I totally forgot? There we go. We now have research queue enabled. I
Oh, thank goodness.
totally forgot to turn that one on.
Is research queue not available in the base game?
It is available in the base game, but for whatever reason it's disabled from the start, and I always forget to turn it on.
That's so dumb. That's
It's
so dumb.
super
Why
dumb.
would you not?
I don't know.
It's just such a no-brainer. It really is. Okay. One more. Okay, so I think that's 100% iron ore utilization after we get this furnace online. Which is good.
First oven. Oh, that's not bad at all. Okay, that's pretty bad.
And also, do you have any more drones on you by any chance?
I am handcrafting a whole bunch. Also increase our handcrafting speed by a little bit. Just so we're not handcrafting things slowly.
I'm fine with that. That's all good.
I will admit, on my solar run, I've just got 1,000 times crafting speed. I don't even care anymore. It's just like, just give me the thing.
So it's like instant?
It's pretty fast. I don't like making automation chains just to make like a thing that I only need maybe 20 of. It always feels super wasteful for me.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you.
You were determined to max this thing out. All right.
That is everything. Well, apart from like 2 slots at the front or 3 slots at the front. I think do they need 1 slot of access or 2 slots?
You know, I have no idea. My biggest fear is that they would start getting pushed away by the belts. Because these guys aren't the fastest, and if we got to like the really
Let me test it. I think they can.
They don't
survive.
care. They don't
Okay,
care.
all right.
We'll have to experiment with the faster belts just to see, like, do they care?
I don't think they will care. I don't think they'll care. I'm not going to build on the ore patch if I can avoid it, just because they might care about that. I just have a funny feeling that they'll have an issue with, you know?
Nope, they don't even care about that.
They don't care about that at all? Okay.
Yeah, no, this one guy was mining, and I just put a belt down where he's mining, and he's still mining it, so...
Oh, well, that's excellent.
Yeah, we could just build our furnace on top of the iron. I wonder... I bet if it's something with large collision, that could be a problem.
Okay.
Like, one of the furnaces, or, like an automation... what are they called?
Assembly machine.
Yeah, if you put an assembly machine down, I bet they'd be able to get to the outer 8 tiles, but the central one. Oh, the Tiberium's starting to break the mining machine.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe use drones, because then drones.
Yeah,
oh, but
the
drones
drones
are people.
The drones don't care.
They don't. They don't. Are you sure?
Yeah, I've already done some testing.
Ah.
I'm gonna just pull this sucker out for a little bit.
Stone. Okay, we got a stone thingamabobber mining depot. That's the one. And I think we still need more drones on the iron field. Just in terms of numbers.
Yeah, I've been handcrafting a whole bunch.
Yeah.
Just to expand. You know what? We're gonna need some stone. I just realized I put down the depot. Nobody's actually doing it.
Yeah, no, but I only put it down like 2 seconds ago.
Okay.
Don't worry.
I thought I did. I am blanking. It's okay.
It's all good. Look, it's all good. It's all good. We're in this for the long haul. We can do it, I believe.
Yeah, this time around we don't have a billion biters breathing down.
What do you
our
mean?
necks.
Excuse me. What do you mean this time around? I don't know what you're referring to.
Well, I mean, I have to reference the other one as we have video evidence of it happening.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've never seen that video in my life.
But speaking of, like, if I'm ever too slow and we're doing something like a co-op series, feel free to just, like, put it up without me.
Okay.
I'm not the kind of person that's going to get grumpy.
You're not a grumpy guy in general?
I need to make a better custom thumbnail just because there's no art for Factorio.
I know this problem all too well. It's miserable. So you actually did art at school. I watched you making your Risk of Rain thumbnails the other day. What was that like?
You mean art school?
Yeah.
It was really good for me, but the art school part itself was dumb and almost kind of pointless. So I went to school for illustration at a tech school, of all things, which is actually quite nice, because at least they had some more modern stuff. I looked into a lot of other art schools in the US, and almost all of them were like, Photoshop, what's that? And it's like, oh, that's bad. And this is only 10 years ago. Like, Photoshop is already industry standard, and, you know, the amount of teachers that refuse to even acknowledge digital art as a medium was baffling and scary, because, I mean, it is... It really is kind of the major medium of choice for, I mean, most people in the field at this point. And yeah, so even at the college I went to, there are a number of teachers that are like, you can use any medium you want except for digital. And it's like, why? And it's like, because you won't learn doing stuff digitally. It's like, that, what?
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was kind of constantly at odds with a lot of the staff, the professors, just because so many of them were like so set in their old habits. Like, we had one guy who is the best in his field of dimensional illustration, or at least was. I'm sure there are better people, but you know, that was his claim to fame. Let's see. Quick, figure out what we need for pumps. That was his claim to fame, and that's what he was known for, and that's why he got hired. But he never modernized, so he got less and less work, so he went full-time being a professor. Which, like, okay, that's fine. But his idea of teaching was to say, this is what I did, therefore you have to learn that too, and I won't allow you to do anything else. And it's just like, thank you. And so when people make fun of art school for being underwater basket weaving, that is a much more, like, legit expression of it. I'm still kind of mad about it, because that was the last 2 classes that I took for his, because they were required for graduation, because he was the department head. Yeah. I was mildly grumpy about it.
I thought you were gonna say the last course you did was underwater basket weaving, and I was a way to say that actually sounds quite.
I would
cool.
actually be totally cool with that. Like that would
Dude,
be
right?
hard, but like, oh well, that'd be kind of a fun way to go out and graduate. But no, it was cut paper, trash illustrations, and I eventually convinced him to let me like work on sculpture because at least that's kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would have liked cut paper if I wasn't required to do it, but there was just that kind of inherent like, why are you forcing me to do this thing that I don't want to do?
What you know that what's the what is it from the movie Ghost with the erotic clay sculpture thing? Was your experience anything like that? Dare I ask?
I actually have never even seen that movie.
I've not seen it either. The one
Fair
with
enough.
Patrick Swayze in when he does the sculpting of the pot. You know what I'm talking about?
Not at all. I'm not very good at
No?
pop culture references. Video games have been my like primary media for so long that they kind of supplanted everything else.
I feel you on that one. I feel you. What am I doing? I was doing something really important, and then I just completely spaced. Wow, that analogy.
You were doing
really-
science automation, probably?
Oh, that's exactly it. Well done. Thank you. All right, I was
I'm
going to
just
set
looking
up.
at the proximity of the lab, and I'm like, yeah, I bet that's what he's working on.
That's what I was going to do. Good shout. Gears. What else do we need? Plates.
We have burner inserter arms. What is this? It was terrible. Let's see. Oh gosh, what do we need for motors? That's a new and unfamiliar experience.
It's gears and plates, I think. It's actually quite...
Yeah.
Yeah, gears and plates. It's quite simple, actually.
Have we planned those yet? No. Oh.
Right, fine. Okay. All of that in there. Wonderful.
But yeah,
I
so
hate burner. Burner
Yeah.
everything is awful. But whatever.
So the main benefit for me with art school was much more the kind of peer group I had.
Yeah.
So I actually ended up going to a fraternity, which not really the kind of thing I'd normally go for, but it was for nerds. And so I was like, this
Okay.
shouldn't be too bad. And ultimately, it was not great. Turns out a bunch of nerds in close proximity have some serious personality problems. Ooh, that looks atrocious. Let's not do that.
Don't... It's could you explain to me? Sorry, what are you talking about? My setup, or are you talking
No,
about
no, no,
your
no. See this?
flooring?
This little patch? Yeah, so
Oh,
that increases
you
our
made
speed
that?
by 10%. Yeah. I'm just trying to decide if I want to look at that for a while.
I would say that I would not want to look at that if that helps
Yeah.
make your decision.
Yeah, that's what I was
Fair.
thinking. I'm going to make an exile chest and get rid of this thing.
You need to throw it into the fish pond.
There... Maybe?
I don't know. I was just So okay, could you
The
explain
answer
to me?
is yes.
You can throw it into the fish pond.
Kind of.
Oh, nice.
Kind of. Apparently we can walk
Oh.
on this.
Oh, just the shallow bits, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
That's cool. I like that actually. That's very, very cool.
Anyway, you wanted me to explain the thing?
Yeah, what is a fraternity? I know I sound like completely uneducated, but
How
could
to
you?
describe
Because it's
it?
a very American thing, and I don't really.
Is it?
Delta,
Maybe?
Axos.
Yeah,
something.
okay. I guess it must be an American thing. So fraternities are like, they're private student groups. It's not too far off of a club, but they usually don't have like a specific special interest. It's just like, we are whatever this, and we do events together, and maybe we'll help each other out. I guess it's not too far off of like the houses in your schooling system, maybe.
Okay.
I know I was talking
Alright.
to Vac about this, and he like belonged to an actual house when he was going through schools, and it was I don't know how many different houses his school system had, but still.
That's another thing. That's another thing, right? I mean, so you guys say schools when you mean like college, or do you mean like high school or junior
high school
or
primary school, so on and so forth?
Okay, all right, okay, I'm with you. Yeah, I can see that, but it's like what? Just like a random collection of people that just live together or something?
Yeah, so it's like those houses, but it's voluntary. So not everybody has to be in a house, but if you want to be part of a house, you can be. And usually it's kind of like a built-in social group with professional connections that potentially extend far into the business world, which can be really good for people, but most of the time it's not actually that helpful, and it's just a...
Hell is this thing?
It's just a... Oh, I see. It's just a place for a bunch of college students to get drunk together.
Uh-huh.
And that's really all it often amounts to.
But that's something that you guys have at university, right? Like that's like a university thing.
Yeah, we don't usually have that in like high school, which is pre-university.
Because I don't really think that there is like an equivalent sort of university thing like that over here. At least as far as I'm aware, I've certainly never been aware of that.
Yeah,
I was always just curious. Yeah,
I don't know enough about foreign colleges to really know. I spent some time in Croatia doing studying, but like it was a relatively small college, and heck if I know if there was any kind of special interest groups. I think it only had like one major building, so it was not exactly a big institution.
Not exactly a humdinger of a uni. Okay.
Nope.
I'm with you.